Hi, welcome back to the Spirit's Path. This is Dee, and today's tarot card of the day out of the Wildwood Tarot deck is Two of Stones and Challenge. And in the Rider White deck, it's the Two of Pentacles, and it shows a person, juggling a couple things, and it kind of looks like the infinity sign. All right, and what's going on here is you've got the female hares, standing on two stones, and what they're doing is they're fighting over the territory to be able to breed with the alpha hare. All right, so they call this a boxing ritual. Okay, and what it is, it's a challenge in manifesting this energy for power and force. Okay, in a contextual standpoint for us, what this means is it's we should be drawing down that earth energy to manifest things that are coming into our life. Especially with stones. Stones is with materialism, security, stability. All right. This is where you're going to get your manifestation, okay, from spirit, from the universe, and from Gaia, the earth. Okay, as we go through on our path and we move forward within our career, within our relationship, we are going to meet some people along that path that don't agree with you becoming self-empowered in the relationship, self-empowered in your career. Okay, they're going to look at that and they're going to see a rivalry, just as these two hares see a rivalry as they're trying to box out their frustrations on who can get the best hair. Excuse me. At the same time, there may be others who are in that same position that are rivals to you. You may not even know it. Different department, different plant, okay? Your boss knows what's going on because he's in communication with everything else and everybody else. He sees what's happening. So, there is that challenge, okay? It's learning to deal with that rivalry, learning to deal with, hey, so-and-so is going for the same job that I am, or so-and-so is doing a better job at that job at a different location than I am. And, that rivalry, kind of what it does is it starts to invoke enviness and jealousy. But this is a skill that can be used as an advantage. The key to using that skill as an advantage, okay, is doing it in a professional way, whether it's in a relationship, okay, within a business relationship, within anything that there's rivals out there, being professional about it. And what I mean by that is, you see it in sports all the time. There's a rivalry, okay, between two teams. And I'm from Michigan, so I've seen some great rivalries over the years with the Detroit Red Wings. Colorado, great rivalry, okay. Fought tooth and nail for Stanley Cups, many years ago. But yet at the same time, there was a lot of respect for what was going on. Everybody within that conference knew they either had to go through Detroit or go through Colorado to get to the Stanley Cup. With Detroit as well, they have the rivalries with the original six. All right, New York Rangers, Toronto Maple Leafs, Chicago Blackhawks. Who am I missing? And there's a couple other teams. I'm sure they'll come to me. But when those two teams get together, okay, they've been playing for years after years after years, that, that rivalry is always there. Great games, high intensity, okay, and yet at the end of the day, whoever wins, there's a healthy respect. At the same time, when you're losing, you tend to become more insecure with what's going on, okay? In a business standpoint, if somebody's doing well and, you know, you're kind of envious and jealous of that, and I always say when you get to that point, you're putting blessings on them, okay? When you're insecure with your rivalries and that exists, all you're doing is just you're manifesting the wrong type of energy. You're manifesting, you know, energy towards them when you want energy to be coming towards you. Letting that Gaia energy come up, okay, and fill you up with the ideas, to fill you up with opportunities, you know, for material gain, for stability, for security. Okay? Even if there's disagreement or confrontation or a power battle, let's say, by standing up for what you believe in, okay, and defending the position that you're on, defending the ground that you're on, just like these two hares, okay, what you can do is you can keep in touch with that pure and positive motivations for advancement. Advancement with, you know, trying to, you know, win a new person into your relationship or to grow that relationship, okay? The opportunity to speak professionally with others in a dialogue that makes you look smart, okay? That makes people wonder, you know what? He understands what's going on. He sees the bigger picture, okay? He knows or she knows, okay, how this is going to transpire down the road. Even though so-and-so has that same idea, there's a difference between conviction and just talking about it. The person with conviction is going to walk the walk, okay? Whereas the person without conviction, they're just going to talk, all right? They're going to wait for somebody to go ahead and start something and then jump on that bandwagon, okay? So stay clear and focused on your objectives as you're moving through, because on your spiritual path, on your spiritual journey, you're going to have those challenges, okay? And, you know, that is why we have mentors, you know, within our business groups. That is why you're able to come home and possibly talk it over with a loved one, you know, on the challenges that you face. Because when you're able to communicate with somebody else the challenges you face, they may see it in a different perspective, okay? And give you a different perspective on how to achieve that goal. It's up to you to listen to what that message is. And a lot of times that's spirit coming down and saying, hey, you know what? I'm going to put my voice in that person because they listen to them. And whether he listens or she listens or not, I've said what I had to say, okay? I gave them that sign. I gave them that message. And if they don't listen, guess what? I'm going to give it to them again in a different sign. I know with me, it usually takes 2 or 3 times. I might get that gut feeling. No, not going to listen to it. And then the next thing I know, somebody will say something to me later on that day, and I was like, okay, wait a minute. And then sure enough, spirit will come, and you know, I'll feel something. All right, I'll feel spirit talking to me, and you know, may get a little lightheaded over it, but I know that spirit talking to me. And at that point, which is ironic, I should just be listening to my intuition. At that point, then I go ahead and say stuff. Now, in the past, that used to take a long, long time for that to happen. As I've gotten more in tune with the universe, as I've gotten more in tune with spirit, okay, and I listen to my gut more, it's like synchronicity. It just keeps happening. And the faster the messages come, the faster the synchronicities happen. The coincidences happen. And I've had a lot of good luck by just listening to my gut, saying the right things at the right time to the right people, okay? And doing it in a loving fashion. Not being critical, not being harsh, just, look, this is how I see it. You know, Spirit has this message for you. And this is what it means, okay? It's up to you, you know, Spirit and universe gives us free will. It's up to us to decide how to use it. So that's the message for today's tarot card of the day. The Two of Stones, a challenge. You know, my thinking is, you know, any challenge that comes my way, handle it professionally. You know, in the right way where it, you know, it doesn't hurt. You know, it come across as being non-emotional, non-attached to it, and just, okay, here's the challenge. If somebody's challenged me forthright, don't take it personal. And that's very hard for me. I take a lot of things personal. But I sit back afterwards and I look in and said, that's the right message. They were right. They're correct. You know, I have to look within. I have to look at myself. Accept that challenge, all right? Not be envious or jealous of others, and continue to move forward in a positive and pure attitude, okay? So I can manifest what I need to manifest out of Gaia, out of the Two of Stones. So that's the message for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave comments down below. Hit that like button for me and subscribe to the channel. And this is D for the Spirit's Path. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a great day, everybody.